Modern heating feels powerful, doesn't it? You turn a dial, warm air blasts through the vents, and within minutes the house feels comfortable. It feels advanced. It feels efficient. But this feeling is misleading. Modern heating systems burn enormous amounts of energy to maintain a level of comfort that vanishes the moment the system stops. Medieval heating, by contrast, looked primitive, but it consumed far less fuel while delivering longer-lasting warmth. This wasn't accidental. It was the result of a completely different philosophy of heat. You see, modern furnaces heat air. Medieval systems heated matter. This single distinction explains almost everything. Air is the worst place to store heat. It's light, mobile, and eager to escape. Stone, brick, clay, and earth are heavy, stable, and patient. Medieval builders knew this intuitively. They didn't try to keep the air warm. They tried to keep the walls warm, the floors warm, and the bodies warm. A modern forced air furnace works by cycling constantly. Warm air is pushed into a room. It rises to the ceiling. It cools, sinks, and then escapes through leaks. The system has to run again and again just to replace what was lost. This is why modern homes can feel drafty even when they're well insulated. The heat never settles. It never stays. Medieval heating systems were designed to do their work and then rest. A fire was burned hot and fast. Once the fuel was gone, the structure itself continued heating the space for hours. This meant fuel was used intermittently, not continuously. A medieval household could burn wood twice a day and stay warm all night. A modern furnace has to run constantly just to maintain a set temperature. The centerpiece of medieval heating was the masonry heater, or tiled stove. These were massive structures, weighing several tons, built of stone, brick, and clay. Inside, they had a maze of channels. Hot gases from the fire were forced to travel slowly through this labyrinth before exiting the chimney. As they moved, they transferred their heat into the masonry. By the time the smoke left, it was cool. Almost all the energy stayed inside the structure. This is radically different from an open fireplace, where most of the heat goes straight up the chimney. Medieval builders understood this limitation early on, which is why they gradually replaced open hearths with enclosed systems that trapped heat instead of releasing it. A masonry heater emits radiant heat, not convective heat. Radiant heat warms objects directly. It warms walls, furniture, floors, and people. This kind of heat feels comfortable at lower air temperatures. A room heated radiantly at 65 degrees can feel warmer than a forced air room at 72 degrees. The human body responds to radiation far more efficiently than it does to moving air. Modern heating systems ignore this, trying to raise the air temperature uniformly. Medieval systems targeted human comfort, and that saved fuel. Fuel efficiency in medieval homes was also behavioral. People gathered around heat sources. Activities were organized around warmth. Kitchens were the warmest spaces because cooking fires burned daily. Workrooms were nearby. Sleeping quarters were placed above heated spaces so the rising warmth could be captured. There was no attempt to heat unused rooms. Modern houses, on the other hand, try to maintain an equal temperature everywhere. Guest rooms, hallways, storage spaces all heated whether they're occupied or not. It wastes a tremendous amount of energy. Medieval builders saw no reason to warm emptiness. Another crucial difference was ceiling height. Medieval rooms were lower. Heat rises, and lower ceilings reduce the volume of air that needs to be warmed. Modern vaulted ceilings trap heat far above our heads, where it provides no comfort at all. Medieval builders understood that vertical space was a thermal liability. The fuel itself was also used differently. Medieval households relied on wood and charcoal. Charcoal was particularly prized for heating because it burned hotter, cleaner, and longer than raw wood. Because making charcoal took time and labor, it was used strategically. Brazier heaters filled with charcoal could warm small rooms efficiently for hours with minimal smoke. Modern heating also relies on centralized systems. When they fail, everything fails. Medieval heating was decentralized. Hearths, stoves, braziers, and ovens provided redundancy. If one source failed, others could compensate. This reduced risk and allowed for more flexible fuel use. Medieval fuel consumption was also moderated by clothing and bedding. Heavy wool garments allowed indoor temperatures to be lower without discomfort. Thick blankets, fur covers, and bed curtains trapped body heat. People didn't demand tropical indoor climates. Comfort was achieved through layering and proximity to radiant heat. Modern expectations have shifted dramatically. We expect to wear light clothing indoors in winter, and that forces our heating systems to work much harder. The thermal mass of medieval buildings amplified all these advantages. The thick walls and floors acted as buffers. When the fires burned, energy was absorbed. When the fires stopped, energy was released slowly. This reduced temperature swings. Modern homes experience rapid fluctuations. Medieval homes changed slowly. Slow change is forgiving. Fast change is dangerous. We can actually measure this difference. Studies of reconstructed medieval stoves show efficiencies exceeding 80%. A modern fireplace rarely exceeds 20%. Even modern furnaces lose a significant amount of energy through duct leakage, cycling losses, and standby losses. Medieval systems had almost no moving parts and no distribution losses. Then there's moisture management. Medieval heating dried the walls gradually. Lime plaster absorbed humidity and released it slowly, preventing condensation and dampness. Modern forced air systems often create uneven humidity, leading to dry air near the vents and condensation on cold surfaces. This imbalance actually increases heat loss and discomfort. The decline of this knowledge began with cheap fuel. When coal and later oil became abundant, efficiency stopped mattering. It became easier to just burn more fuel than to design better systems. The Industrial Revolution accelerated this shift. Mass-produced furnaces replaced handcrafted stoves. Standardized ducts replaced masonry channels. Speed replaced patience. What we lost wasn't technology, but wisdom. Today, that wisdom is quietly returning. Modern masonry heaters, rocket mass heaters, and radiant floor systems borrow heavily from medieval principles.